Hello people that know how's doing. Today I was looking back and I was, conducting an interview with an older person who knew me when I was extremely young. And this, I suppose a lot of people know, especially know if I'm dyslexic. And, this is really, really interesting stuff for me, to be honest. And I thought it would share it. Excuse me. And, this is basically when I was in, senior infants in national school. And, it goes back to, the teacher where I thought I had autism, and obviously I do have a small bit of autism, not that much of autism, obviously 3% or 4%, whatever the phrase of that is, I suppose, the Department of Education. Obviously I'm a tiny bit autistic, and the majority of it's dyslexia, which is totally okay because I learned to deal with it. But it goes back to, I didn't realise when I was in national school, until when I was nearly out of junior infants and going into senior infants. And this older person was like to me, I remember, I don't remember, they remember, sorry. And they were saying to me, I remember when you were, they asked me, I don't remember them asking me this, but they asked me, do you feel like you've been left out in the class? Do you feel, isolated? I think that's the word they use today. And I said yes, obviously, because I was very bad at mix and never said anything to anyone, never talked to anybody. And obviously that did affect me in later life. And they asked me, you could be small. For the way the phrase and the way they said it to me today, you could just have a small thing wrong with you in learning. And, my response, is probably, this is when I was only about 4 or 5. And my response was probably really, really good, I have to say. I said, I don't need to learn it because I have it all up here. And that's what I said when I was 4 or 5, and I couldn't believe it today when they told me. So, as what I believe, and I really have to say this about people with dyslexia, and I really want to say this to people, and I really am saying it to people who have dyslexia. We are very intelligent people. We are really more intelligent than anybody else, like scientists or anybody. We have huge amount of intelligence and a huge amount of common sense, I suppose you could say. But, we don't like showing off about it. I think that's what many people with dyslexia, they don't like showing off that they are very, very good with their minds. I have to say that. I know myself. I can see it in myself that I'm very, very good with my mind. I'm very good at copping on and understanding things well, understanding situations and understanding things like that. And to the only person, but let's be honest, who's normal? That's what somebody said to me one day. Because we all have something wrong with us somewhere. It might be so small that we don't know about. So, nobody's normal. We all have something wrong with us. But we just don't know it. And some of us do, actually. But that was spots that I said when I was only about 4 or 5. Was priceless. And that would stay with me for the rest of my life, what I was told today. And, it's good to him. It's good to him. I kind of find it, as I can look back at this in a few years and gloat about it. But not for another bit. Thank you for watching. Subscribe more and bye.